Now, with how rammed the outdoor world is because every man and their dog is playing TBC at the moment, it should come as no surprise that the most efficient way to farm gold, especially if you're a rogue or a druid, is basically to hide away in dungeons and have zero competition. The only thing that you've got to worry about is the instance lockout. Now, back during Classic TBC, I put many videos out talking about stealth farms and mainly Cephek halls and mana tombs, but I've got to be honest, with the way my professions are set up on my druid at the moment, I absolutely love steam vaults. The reason for this is because my druid is mining and engineering, so I can go in and every run, almost, I want to just caveat and say almost every run, and I'll explain that in a minute, you're going to be able to get a gas cloud using the moat extractor. It's always water and there's always one, and you're going to be able to get 2 feline deposits and 2 adamantite deposits. Out of all of the spawn locations in the instance, there's only one that you physically cannot get to, and it is unfortunately an adamantite, but luckily I barely ever see it even spawn. I would say out of 20 runs, I've probably seen that particular mine there maybe twice. So now and again, you're going to lose 1 adamantite, but you'll still 100% be able to get the other 3, and obviously the gas cloud. Now, to me personally, this doesn't have to be the most gold per hour you can physically obtain, or even particularly fun. The thing is, it's efficient. Yes, you're going to reach the lockout. Each run probably takes 6 to 7 minutes, and I will show you a full route now. But I had just done 5 runs just before recording and had a look at exactly what I got. And you're talking nearly 2 stacks of adamantite, nearly 2 stacks of fell iron, a couple of primal waters, a couple of primal earths, a primal fire, and yes, all of this stuff is selling. Even the odd stacks of moats, rather than waiting to actually put primals together, I'm just selling the moats as well, just so I can see more or less exactly what I'm making from each run. But being 100% realistic, I would say in the 5 runs, when you reach the lockout, you're probably going to get something like 250, 300 gold for, I don't know, 30, 35 minutes work. Now, this will vary massively depending on how many moats you get, how many gems you get, if you get unlucky, and there is that one that you can't physically get to, which I will actually show you it now. When you first walk in, you've got 2 big giants on your left. On the first one on the left, the bog giant, which you can see here, an adamantite can spawn there, and I've not found a way that you can get it. In front of the next one on the left, though, there's a fell iron, and this one you can get, but it seems a little bit scary because they do see through stealth. But as long as you hug the wall when he's at his furthest point away from the wall, it's not a problem getting it. Now again, out of all of the mines in here, I would say this one seems a little bit scary to get, but I must admit I've never actually died to it. And then the other one is the one that's in the middle of the room, but again, you 100% can get it. Out of all of the runs I've done, it is just that one adamantite next to that bog giant on the left when you first walk in that you just can't get to. Just to fly through some of the spawn locations, you've got the adamantite on the top of the hill, which you've not got to worry about anything here other than the patrol coming down the hill. You can get to that no problem. And just to go over my route, when I go in and get the 2 from the first room, I then basically swim all the way to the second boss's room. So just to speed this up in ×2, because it is a little bit of a swim, but you're just going to go through, you randomly get taken out of aquatic form for whatever reason, just go back in aquatic form, and then you'll see this little bit here where you can go up, and then you're going to be basically just outside the second boss's room. It's also worth noting here, if you are mining and engineering, so you're doing this so you can get the mines and use the moat extractor, obviously you can do it as herbalism. There's fellweed that you can get to and stuff like that, and ancient lichen, but I mean, I really like doing this as engineering and mining. But if you've also got to Revered with Consortium, or you're just buying them off the auction house and you've got 350 engineering, you can get the elemental C4ium blasting charges, and then there's actually an easy chest to get to as well. Now, I'm not going to show you it in the video because I'll be honest with you, my engineering isn't even 350, so I've not done it myself. But at this point, if you look straight ahead rather than turning left, there's actually a chest behind 2 guards, and it's there pretty frequently. But every time I've seen it, it's been locked. So one of my jobs for tonight on stream over on kick.com/Scottejaye, by the way, if you've wondered where I've been because you watch the channel a lot, and you've been like, man, it's been 6-7 weeks, no videos. I have been around, and I've been absolutely no life in TBC, as you can probably tell, but just on stream over on kick.com/Scottejaye. Come over and say hello. But yeah, one of the things that I want to get done is actually get Revered with Consortium so I can start making my own blasting charges out of the materials that I actually get in here anyway. Now, this is another one that you might think, oh god, that's going to be hard to get to, but it's absolutely no problem. Just go as close to the edge as you can. And then there's always 2 here. So there's always 2 mines in the very first room when you walk in the instance, and there's always 2 mines in this boss's platform. Now, none of these are an issue whatsoever. You're going to have 1 fell iron and 1 adamantite. None of them are risky, none of them are near anything, and as you can see, the gas cloud is generally in exactly the same place every time as well. Remember, the motor extractor has got a bit of range, so if it floats towards the little adds, don't worry about it. Just wait for it to patrol a little bit away from them and then stand at range. Like, I've never aggroed anything in this room. This room's actually the easy part. And then once you've got the two from that room and the gas cloud, you're just now swimming back to the start, running out, resetting, and going again. Now, I just want to highlight one that you might be tempted to skip because you look at it and you're like, there's absolutely no way I can get this, but you absolutely can. As long as you're level 70, you're not going to have any issues, but it's the feline deposit that basically sits smack bang in the middle of the room. Now, there's only one thing you need to look out for, and that's the tide surges that you see patrolling, so the water elementals. Basically, you want to wait until those patrol back, and you want to stand as close to the back of the mine as you can, and nothing's going to aggro you. So like you'll see, I'll just wait for those tide surges to leave, and then I'm basically going to wedge myself between the mine and the wall, so the ones that are around the corner are not going to be able to see me, and the ones that are actually surrounding me are too far away to aggro. So wait till they're a safe distance away, pop out of stealth, and you can get this one no problem. Now, all you're going to have to make sure you do is get it mined before them water elementals walk back, or shadow meld, go back in stealth, whatever you need to do. Just wait for them to patrol again, and then obviously mine it until it's finished. What I personally found was trying to level mining on this druid in the open world was an absolute nightmare. As in, it would take me an hour to sometimes find 2 or 3 fell irons. This is a brilliant way to level your mining and literally get your mining maxed, and then you can move on to like Cephalic Halls, which has got quite a lot of rich adamantite in, but forgetting that, you want to be able to get the adamantite as soon as possible, which is 325 skill. Now, it's highly unlikely that you're going to be doing these stealth runs as something that isn't a rogue or a druid, obviously. So you're going to be limited to leather. So the one thing I will mention, just mainly for if you want to get your mining skill up in the outdoor world and you're not a druid or a rogue and you are engineering, you can get the mining engineering helmet, which gives you +5. And then obviously, if you are stealth running and you want to be able to get the adamantite sooner, as in you'll be able to get it at 320 rather than 325, then get a pair of gloves and get an enchanter to put +5 mining on them. So you're going to be able to start getting the adamantite earlier. Now, again, if you're just talking outdoor world and, I don't know, you're a warrior watching this or something, then again, for you, it'd be useful to make the mining engineering helmet and get 5 skill on gloves, so you can actually start getting adamantite 315. I just thought I'd throw that out there. As soon as I got in this place and actually started running it back to back, doing my 5 lockouts, then going and doing something else on an ult or doing some quests, or honestly, just normally just sat outside just watching the timer tick down, my mining absolutely flew up to the point where I can mine everything now, and I've only been doing this for a couple of days, and actually, like I said, making some really, really good gold as well. And the reason it's important for me, and probably important for you if you're like me and this is your second character, my shaman that's level 70 has got epic flying, you know, that one's all sorted. The druid's still only got 60%. So flying around mining with 60% and even going motor extracting with a 60% speed is just dire. It is so, so bad. So my plan is basically to sit in Steam Vaults for a few days until I get 5k gold, buy epic flying, and then maybe take it to the outside world. If you enjoyed the video, as always, be sure to like and subscribe. I am back. There's going to be regular videos again now. I know I said that a little while ago, but yeah, I've just been really, really just consumed completely by TBC since the pre-patch. I don't even think my wife knows what I look like anymore. But anyway, I'll see you on the next one.